I feel like I have so much to talk about regarding retention. Got like this
My hair.
list, but
Sorry.
it's the last day of the month. Oh, I know. Just throw it up. Vicky's smart. She put on a hat. And Lisa. It's the last day of the month. So I want to cover retention as well as I can, but I mean, I don't know. I talked for 50 minutes last time and I very easily could do that again with this subject, but I want to keep us in this last day of the month mode, which retention is more so like, let's really dive in with that for August. But this is an exciting day and it's so much fun. It's crazy, just like the electricity in the air that gets you going on the last day of the month. Like, I hope it's an example to everyone that one day in Plexus and like good energy and excitement and taking risks and talking to people that can change your whole outcome. Like you could have a completely dead month and then one great exciting day and all of these things happen and everything can go in fast motion. So never forget that. Like sometimes it just seems like our day to day is all it's ever going to be. And that's not true. It's not true. One human, one conversation, one good story, one even like somebody in a desperate situation and now is their time to do this business, that changes everything. And so the people that make it are the people that stick it out, that hang on. Have you guys ever seen Big Brother before? I love that show. I love that show. They have all the challenges. And it reminds me of there's always a challenge on Big Brother where you have to stay on something the longest. You either have to hold on to a rope or you're on this like thing that like bends forward and they shoot you with water and slime and you got to like hang on with all your might. That's kind of what this is like. You are rewarded if you're like the last man standing. But those things that are flying at you are somebody saying, I quit all of a sudden. I got a message last night from a family friend of mine that quit. And it was so hopeful too. I went to her house, I drove to her house, I gave her free things. We were talking about the reset. She was doing triplex. She had heard such great things in the past from other people and had been watching me for basically 4 years and finally did like 2 months of the triplex and now she's not going to do it anymore. And it's just like, oh, like, it's a family friend. You don't want it to come between you, but it's like, why are you giving up? That's the stuff that's thrown at you. That kind of stuff. Like, it's not anything that really is going to hurt you. Like you're still okay at the end of the day, but it rocks your insides, that's the kind of stuff that's going to be thrown at you. But if you persevere and you stay hanging on, you're going to find, look at the people on this call, just wonderful people and trips and this income. And then the stories of, oh my gosh, I feel so better. Like there's so much goodness. It outweighs the bad completely. So I just encourage all of you to hang on. So our subject today is retention, which is how to keep people, to retain them, to keep them. But like I said, it's kind of an odd day to have that conversation because it's the last day of the month. But something I want you to remember is whoever you sign up in this month or today, if they order next month, you're going to get retention credits with this cruise for them. And that's huge. I don't know. I honest to God, don't know if there's going to be some kind of like double credits thing or something coming in August. I don't. But the past shows me there probably will, because I know that they can fit, is it 1,200 people on the boat? And we have like 300, I think, that have earned it thus far. We have 1 month left. I think there's going to be something. I do. But try to do the most you can today, because whoever you sign up today, get them to order again next month. And retention is like the best amount of credits that you can get. It really advances you really, really far. And then again, like we've said, if you want this cruise, it does not matter about the past 3 months. It does not matter. We can still get it done. Just like we can get a lot done today, we can get a lot done in August. It is absolutely possible if we dive in together and come up with some plans together. Okay, so I encourage you today, keep the fire going, come up with your own little sales like, oh, I'm going to pay for shipping today. Hey, not sure if you know, but today's the last day. I'm paying for shipping, and you get $1 membership and $10 off. That's crazy. So the $1 membership is automatic. And then we type in give 10 for $10 off. And then you could do your own little thing on top of it, whatever that is. So
I have a question, Jenny. Not a question, but kind of like an observation, because sometimes I know you had kind of said like, hey, like maybe not saying membership because that seems like super commitment to people, but I've been seeing people use the word enrollment, which is kind of like you're enrolling in like like a health program. Like I don't know, like is that a better word? Is that still like nah, or like because how do we promote the dollar thing without saying any of those words? I don't know. Sorry, I just a
Wanna
side
know
note.
what I said?
yes.
I don't say either one. I don't say either one. So I was just telling people I had, some discounts for end of the month. Plexus is doing a couple different promos that's going to save you $20. And, I can make you a cart, whatever. Like, I don't even mention it.
I like
Can
that.
I tell you what I
$20.
say?
Or I like to do,
Wait, you guys, can you, it's Amy talking from the Black Square. Woo! What I say is I say Plexus has a VIP option similar to Sephora where you earn free products as and so when you say option, it makes them feel like they have control because they can choose it or not. But
Yeah,
I'm like, but I said it's worth it. Well, number one, I pay for their membership anyway, but I say it's definitely worth it because you get 25% off, you earn points toward free products. And so like, no one is ever like, wait, what? I mean, the subscription, I think freaks people out more than but if you said, so that's what I say, VIP option.
I love that. Yeah,
you can who I'm talking to as well. Obviously sometimes I am talking about it and I tell them what's included with it. For just $10, you're getting access to Pivotal, you're getting perk points, or you get $25 product credit with your first order, stuff like that. And it doesn't usually deter them.
Yeah, I like to usually be like, okay, I'm going to give $10 off. The membership is $1. Like I like to do the math. Okay, what is the total? And then what would it have been? And then I say this much percent off. I just think people like to see, oh, it's 30% off. Like they don't need the details of where all the things are going. And then, right, I love that wording too. You can be like, and another option is just for $1, you can get, 25% off cheaper prices for a year and earn free product credits and Pivotal, all these things. So yeah, I don't like enrollment. I don't like membership, subscription, ambassador, all those words like just freak people out. Like they're signing up for something versus
I'll
just
say like as a VIP customer. As a VIP customer, you get all this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it depends on the person too. Some people are used to that wording and they just kind of want to like understand it, break it down for me. But most
But that's
people
but that's when you go into the separate conversations, and those people that do want to understand the breakdown, then you can share more of the black and white, but also adding, this is what it gets you.
Right.
Yeah, that's super helpful. Thank you guys.
Yeah, because you say $1 membership in your stories, and people are like, I don't care if it's a free membership. What's a membership? What are you, getting me into? I remember one of the first things I said when I first joined all the time is, you don't have to have a subscription like Disney Movie Club. I compared it to that because I got like sucked into Disney Movie Club and they keep, charging you every month and you can't get out of it. And so people want to hear like, oh, this is not a membership. This is not anything you're getting sucked into. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, last day of that $1 membership, basically $9 off. So whatever. Yeah, it's $19 off. Just round it up, say $20 off. And then if you want to add anything on top of it, I'm always willing, and reach out to your sponsor too. We're always willing to help out. And if there's somebody that just is, really, really on the fence. Obviously, if they're going to be ordering this for 3+ months, speaking of retention, giving them an extra $10 off, that shouldn't really change much because they're going to be paying, $120 for the next 2 months. So it really doesn't make a difference. But there are things we can always work out together. Kylie's coming on. Don't you love, I can just see. Hey, Kylie. You didn't know you'd get called out and waved at. Okay, so that's what's going on today. So just encourage you, go out there with all this joy that we have. Everybody's so pumped up. It's so fun. Last day. Okay, so retention. We're continuing our series on the 4 pillars. Can I share my screen to bring up a picture of that again so we can be reminded? Share screen, desktop. Come on. There we go. Can you see it? This is our 4 pillars. And we talked about recruiting last week. It's recorded. So if you ever want to share any of these or rewatch them, they're recorded. And today we're talking about retention, but we talked about mindset is the foundation for everything, because you cannot perform well if your mindset is struggling. So we like to just touch on, where is your mindset today? Is it great? Are you bubbly? Are you joyful? Are you thankful? Then go out there, get talking, get sharing, get excited, go help people. But if you look in the mirror and you notice that your mindset is struggling, we talked about some things that you can do. Listen to a good podcast, go find a good YouTube video for somebody that does Plexus that you really look up to. What is that? Oh, is that your John Maxwell thing? John Maxwell thing, go get out there. Dr. Henry Cloud is amazing. Mel Robbins, Ed Milet, Dr. Caroline Leaf. Like, these are some wise people that you can listen to and be re-inspired again. You know, that, like we were saying, your mindset, it is a choice. Like, yes, we all have feelings and that's normal, but you have to choose. I'm going to vent to someone safe, a person on our team or family or friend, and then I'm not gonna dwell in it. I'm not gonna just sit in these feelings. I'm gonna vent. I'm gonna give myself 5 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour to feel all the feelings, but then I'm going to make a choice to do something to change my mindset. And that would be like press play on something that you're listening to, get a book, go outside, fresh air, play some good music, press play, move your feet, go exercise, have your pink drink. That will make you feel better. You know that it will. Wash your face, stick your hair up, whatever. What are your things that are your go-tos? And so when you start to feel this bad mindset, you literally need to force yourself to go do the things, because you will feel better. So if you feel like your mindset is in a good place, it seems like we're all pretty pumped today. Juices are flowing and people are feeling happy and positive. We will move on to retention. So the process of retaining people. First of all, I want to share a stat with you. Let's stop sharing my screen. All right, so when someone orders the products 3 consecutive months in a row, doesn't necessarily have to be right at the beginning, but if they're ordering for 3 months, they're 5 times more likely to be ordering a year later. And for those of us that have been around here for a while, I think we would attest to that, because when someone is ordering the products a lot, they're having a better experience. This is not something that you just take once and you feel amazing. This is a process. You learn about all the different products. You try something new. You utilize your perk points to try something new. When people get a bigger taste of what Plexus is and they're in it for a longer period of time, they fall in love with it and they're ordering a year later. So that's true. I mean, I look at my people and you could really track who you have, and you can see like there are the short-lived people, and then there are the ones that have been with you since the beginning. It's just kind of, there aren't very many people in between. But something I did want to touch on is the people that are truly there the whole time are the people that do the business. Keep that in mind. The people that take the chance and share, they become part of this culture more than just the people that are taking the products. And this culture is incredible and you don't want to leave it. Even if you're not actively doing the business, if you're open to the business or you have shared your referral link before, those people it's like a part of your life that is so good, you don't want to give it up. So those people, they stick around because, they might join for the products, but they stay for the culture. That it's huge. The culture that you create in your own little team environment, that could keep somebody being a part of this for a long, long time, because it would be sad to leave it. You don't want to leave that part of your life. It's like being part of a club or a group or something that brings you joy. So if you share the business with someone, or they share their referral link with someone, it really does increase their odds that they're going to want to stick around. And they might even come back into the business one day too. Everybody has different things that happen in their life. We've had people that did the business and then disappeared for a while and came back because it was the right time in their life. So just remember your relationship with them. It does not change. This is not about how many points are they getting you. This is about you being there for them for all the ups and downs in their life. Okay, so first of all, with retention, you want to have a good customer care system. When we started way back in the day, it was add. We added all these people and then they dropped off the face of the earth because we were told to go keep adding people and we didn't really know how to keep people. We have since learned how to keep people, and that is helping them have the best experience with their products. Not everybody needs microbiome. Some people love the hunger control. And if you aren't there to say, hey, guess what? There's another type of pink drink that might fit you better, they're going to think that that is the only pink drink and maybe give up because it didn't fit with them. I mean, literally, Plexus can be split down the middle of who's a hunger control and who's a microbiome person. Like, people just they have their favorite flavors, they have their favorite products. And if we aren't there to help them, then how would they know, right? So we came up with a customer care system. It is in boards. This is an app that you can download, and then you can take that file that I made and just put it right into your app. And so basically it's all the wording there for you. It's like the day they order their products, open it up and it says, hey, congratulations. I reworded it so it's very vague and really can be copied and pasted and used for anybody, but of course encourage you to make it your own. You want to read the words before you paste them, to make sure it's genuine from you, or maybe you want to add in their name or something specific about what they're going through, but it is very vague and easily copyable, if that's a word. But what you could do too is take that file and put it into your app and then go through every customer care day and read it through and change it yourself. Vicky was the one that found this from someone, and she took it and she changed it according to her, and then I took it from her and I changed it according for me. And like I said, something very vague, take it from me and do that as well. But following up with people is huge. It is huge. And if you just let them go and let them do this on their own, even though most people, they're like, I got it, don't bother me, I know what I'm doing, right? But they do have questions. They just might be nervous to ask them. And so that's why our customer care system is really good, because we get the questions out there. And maybe you forgot to ask about their water intake, or if they take any medication, or, how consistent are they usually? Do they struggle with that? Are they great with that? What kind of food do they eat? Their pooping habits, like, you might forget to ask those questions, but we have them here for you. So it really starts the conversation versus going to someone and just saying, hey, how you doing? But what do they usually say? What are we all trained to say? Good. How about you? Like, they don't think, oh, she's asking how am I doing? Well, how has my sleep been? And has my energy been good? How many cups of coffee have I had each day? Like, their brain does not go there, right? And so that's a reason they need us. That's the stuff that we're thinking of and we're looking for them, and helping them realize, because I started the triplex, and I was postpartum and wanting to lose weight, and I kept looking for the losing weight and the sugar cravings to go away. And if I didn't have somebody talking to me about detox and sticking with it, I don't think I would have realized, oh my gosh, I'm sleeping well, and here I am up with a newborn. oh, that's right, I am not having a second cup of coffee anymore. Like I needed somebody to help me see what was happening, because I was just so laser focused on those sugar cravings. And actually, with my own story, on day 90, I still had strong sugar cravings. I was mad. I'm like, I did this for 3 months and my sugar cravings are still here. I don't care about the other things. This is what I was looking for. And knock on wood, day 91, for some reason, like I felt so much better, and it got better and better from there. So I don't know what that was, like just to prove a point to me or something, but you have to stick with them, right? You have to show them the light at the end of the tunnel. Everybody's different. You are their support system. You're not there to tell them what to do. You're there to help them get the best out of this experience, because as we all know, it really is. You have to stick with it. You have to hang in there and watch all the changes come. And everyone's different, right? There are people that things start happening instantly for them, and then others it's a struggle, and we can't honestly tell them that we know what their 3 months or 90 days is going to look like. We just don't know. Everybody is different, but they need somebody to encourage them to keep going. Some other things that you can do, no, I'm going to skip our survey. Our survey that we created is huge too when you have a new person. This is with SurveyMonkey. We can help you with how to get that survey your own on the app or just the website SurveyMonkey. You send that out and it gets people to open up about the right subject. So it says like, do I have permission to cheer you on and keep checking in? And they say yes. And now you don't have to feel so guilty about like, come on, you told me you struggle with this, or you told me you don't drink a lot of water. Are you drinking your water? It gives you a place to more of a footing to bring that up. And then it also brings up our referral program. It's just a really good way and professional way to start off this journey and to get some good, honest answers about who they are as an individual. Okay, so some things for good retention. Sending out a card. When you sign someone up, if you write them a really simple handwritten card, that goes a long way. I don't know if you've ever ordered from Etsy before, but they usually send you like stickers or a little card, and it's handwritten, and it's just like, you just kind of feel like, oh gosh, like I want to root for them, like good for them and their business. How sweet was this? How professional was this? You just kind of get like the warm and fuzzies from something like that. And then also, send out, like maybe they got the triplex, send them an active, send them a hydrate, send them a little something that they can try to realize that there's other flavors and products out there. Set alarms in your phone to remind you. If that's the way that you set alarms, maybe you have a notebook or a daily calendar that you refer to, whatever your habits are. Maybe at home you make to-do lists, write your to-do lists, whatever works best for you. You're going to need reminders. Maybe you do follow-up Friday. Every Friday, that you're checking in with all your people. Maybe Monday is your good because you're fresh and it feels like a work week. Whatever it is, find your groove and stick to it. Be disciplined. Vicky let us know about the Errands app, ERRANDS, like you're running an errand. That app is really good for getting organized about, putting in like reminders and stuff like that. Like, oh, I got to message this person about that. Oh, don't see if their products came, little reminders and stuff. So that's a good app you can download. Okay, with doing customer care, ask questions in the chat, because or with your sponsor on the side, whatever, ask questions. You're not expected to be like the Plexus guru. You're not. We're all in this together. If you go and ask a question, someone might have just run across that and they know the answer to it, or one of us can kind of reach out into our networks to find answers. Like, utilize this group that we have. Okay, getting the people plugged in. This is very important too. If you get them in Aspire Health and Happiness, and also Vicky, you do all VIPs in your page, right? Not just Team Integrity, but the growth. Yep. So everybody, what do you do? What's your face?
Well, when you said growth, I got confused. We add everybody just to Team Integrity.
Oh, team integrity is not just business builders, everyone.
Correct. It's
Got
everyone.
it. Okay. Okay. Sorry. I thought you still had growth for just VIPs. Nix that.
No.
Okay. Every single person, my team and under, which is all of you, should go in Aspire Health and Happiness. That is a page with product info. We do some giveaways sometimes. We're working on doing more events. We have testimonies. They need to be in there. And then if you're under Vicky as well, team integrity. We want them to see the culture, okay? Because we have a good culture. I'm very proud of our team and the things that we do. We are fun. We are nice. Like, they're going to see things pop up that they wouldn't have seen before. And you never know. They might see something on Facebook and then all of a sudden they're digging in those Facebook pages and seeing, oh my gosh, like little keywords. Oh, Hashimoto's. Well, Aunt Margaret has Hashimoto's. This helps with that. And then this is the stuff that they're digging at night, you might not even know about. Get them connected. We are fun. We are nice. We've got great information. The products work. I'm working really hard to make things look pretty and be organized and hashtag them. And like I've told you guys so many times, I don't put anything in there unless it is organized, it's spelt right, it makes sense. Like, you can trust what's in that group. So throw all the people in the world in there. And then also our share pink chat that we have, this is for anybody that's open to sharing. It doesn't have to mean like you're like, I'm in this, I'm doing the business. Like, we want the share pink chat to be anybody that wants to share pink. It's casual. It's a place to welcome anyone that's curious. And I love the culture that we have in that chat too. So, you don't have to think so hard about when the right moment is to add somebody to that. Just be like, because you should continually be talking about referring, right? Like, hey, do you have anyone in your life that struggles with this? Or, hey, just so I know you might not really feel like sharing, but this is the incentive for the month. We got some cruise going on. Not sure if you want to go on a cruise, like, you should be continually excited and talking about those things. But then you can just very easily say, yeah, we have a chat of women. Or, hey, if you're ever interested in sharing, we have this great, well, it's not just women. We have this great chat of people working together to share these products. You want to hop in there, throw them in there. It doesn't have to be like this is a huge business decision or anything like that. It's just a community. And you can do whatever you want with your team. I've had chats before of all my product takers. I will say those are difficult chats to run because they don't usually like to talk, and somebody might have some problem and all of a sudden they're talking about their poop problems in the chat and it like freaks people out. So those have both, they can go both ways because I do think people need a community and to be able to like hold yourself accountable and have somebody that's in the same boat as you taking these products. But it's a little tricky. Or you could create a Facebook page. Wendy made a really great Facebook page recently that's not so in your face as a chat. It's a little more like you just see the post popping up. Like, do whatever you want for your own people, but give them a taste of the culture, whatever that means. Invite them to some Plexus call, send them some video that really inspired you, whatever it is. Show them what we're about, that we're not some cheesy, pushy MLM, that this is the real deal, right? Okay, retention, obviously, the more products they try, the more likely they are to keep ordering because there are so many good products. Maybe they don't even know all the things that we have. So finding a way to offer other products to them, let them know about them, or send them a sample that can retain them and keep them around. Okay, so credit card declines. Sometimes that happens and people don't even know. So you want to be going into your back office and you will see right next to order info on your list of your people, it will say credit card declined. And that does not necessarily mean like, oh my gosh, they're struggling financially and their credit card is full and you have to feel uncomfortable reaching out to them. They're just like, things happen. Like they got a new card. People are getting new cards all the time, so you have to say, hey, I don't know if you know, but your credit card declined today. Can I help you get a new one set up in there? You want to make sure that you're doing that, because I can't even tell you how many people didn't even know that their card didn't process and that they're not getting their order this month. Like, oh, whoops, I forgot about that. So get on in there, get their right credit card information. Okay. The perks. The perks are huge. This is a way that we can retain people because every time that they order over 100 PV, they are earning perks credits for free products. They literally just wrap those things up and they can go shopping and get something free. When they say like that they choose a product with the perks, it's going to just ship with their next subscription. That's what happens. It doesn't just get sent to them. It loops in with that. So that's when you can tell them that they'll get the subscription. But so that's really great. Like they're continually racking up credits. And then you want to utilize your perks report. So another little overview of that in your back office there, it will say perks report. You sort by days to forfeit. And that means that somebody has turned off their subscription and they have 3 days to turn their subscription back on. Is it still 3 or did it up to 7 officially? Vicki, do you know? Did it go up to 7 or is it still, it looks like it's still 3 days.
What, the perks?
Yeah.
3, as far as I know.
I know, but I swear they were going to up it to 7. It
Oh,
must
I never heard that.
official. Oh yeah, it was probably like a month ago, but it's still saying 3 days in the perks report. So maybe that's to come. I don't know. But sort by days to forfeit. So they get 3 days to turn their subscription back on and they can keep all those credits for free products. So every day you should look for credit card declines. Every day you should look in that perks report. It'll say like so-and-so has 2 days left to turn their subscription back on and not lose their 450 credits. Now, if you message someone and say like, hey, you have 2 days left to turn your subscription back on, or you're going to lose 450 credits. They're going to be like, I turned it off for a reason. I don't care about your 450 credits. What does that mean? Sounds like alien talk. But you want to address why they turned off their subscription. And then I usually communicate the credits like, so if it's 450, that means $45 to me. If it's 500 credits, that means $50. So I would be like, hey, you have $45 in free products, that you're going to lose with your subscription off. Like, can you let me know why you turned it off or something going on? Anything I can help you with? Don't want you to lose that $50. So that's kind of how I communicate that. Like we were talking about membership, they don't really know what credits means. That could mean anything to them. So yeah, the perks are a really good way to retain people and be on top of that. Pivotal is amazing for retention. It's been really successful and people can access Pivotal now in our app. So that's another thing. Make sure everyone downloads the app, get them in Pivotal. That helps keep them around. It's just another freebie that they get. What Pivotal is you get free recipes, grocery lists, workouts, all of these tips and tricks for healthy living, and it's free. And then, what did I mean by repetitive? Oh, that retention is repetitive. So get used to it. Like this is something, you're going to be doing this the whole time you're in this business. Every time you sign someone up, it's going to be the same stuff, the way that you take care of them. So get yourself in a groove and realize it is repetitive. It is. You're just going to keep doing the same things. You're going to keep supporting them. You're going to keep, encouraging other products. You're going to keep, having them think and open their mind up to who else in their life struggles that can be helped by these products. It's the same thing. So the more that you can have your calendar or your apps or your alarms and your way of doing things, the better, because it's just going to become second nature and really easy for you to keep up with that. So I think that's pretty short. I didn't talk too long, right? Yeah, it wasn't that bad. So that's it with retention. It is a lot, you guys. It's simple steps, but it's like making sure you do them. It's just being kind and just following up on those alarms. Don't let those alarms go by. Do the opposite of what I did. I let weeks go by because I didn't want to bother people. Like once I signed them up, I'm like, oh my gosh, so glad. And it's like, you know what you're doing. I don't want to like bother you. No. You need to be their personal cheerleader. You need to. Trust me, things ebb and flow all the time with these product takers and like what they're thinking, what they're feeling, what they're looking for. And you have to ask the questions. So it's up to you. And like I said, again, I'll remind you, if somebody orders 3 consecutive months in a row, they're 5 times more likely to be ordering a year later. These are products that people fall in love with and they stick with for years and years and years. And your job is to help them fall in love and see what's best for them and what can be done for them. So, okay, last day of the month. Let's go out there and get it done. Thanks you guys for taking time this morning. I'll see you in IG and Facebook.
Thanks, Jenny.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Jenny.